This is really the most important visit or the whole history of Ukraine-U.S. relationship.
A year ago, President Biden spoke to Ukraine's President Zelensky by phone as Russia invaded. Today, the two stood side by side in the war-torn country's capital of Kyiv, a city Russia failed to overtake and a symbol of Ukraine's resistance.
It's good to be back in Kyiv.
It's a trip White House officials called a bold and unprecedented move, but one that was logistically complicated. The U.S. doesn't have a military presence in Ukraine and only a small embassy operation. The air raid sirens heard in the city during the visit.
It's a tough decision because nobody have a safety guarantee in our hometown. I want to remind, it's more than 750 buildings destroyed in our hometown and more than 150 civilians also killed from Russian rockets and drones.
National security officials say the trip was meticulously planned over months and in coordination with Ukraine. Officials said Biden made the final decision just days ago, having been briefed and satisfied the risk was manageable. The trip was kept under wraps, but National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said Russia was notified hours ahead of departure for deconfliction purposes.
It was probably something that the Russians understood that, there was a real risk to them of trying to do something.
Former U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine, Stephen Pifer, says given the logistics, the trip was impressive.
Hosting a presidential visit is a big deal. The logistics are nightmarish, and how they pulled this off with everything being held under wraps, I think, was a real tribute to the organization of the visit.
But at the core, officials describe a president who wanted to stand with Zelensky, a strong sign of American support.
1 year later, Kyiv stands, and Ukraine stands. Democracy stands.
And when it comes to that deconfliction call, how Russia reacted and the tone of that message is not something White House officials are revealing tonight.